Hello, and welcome back to another Thaliondor video. And I think it's about time for another Outburst. Welcome back to Oscar's Outburst. Today we're going to talk about my most loathed weapon on the entire planet. And I say weapon with heavy sarcasm. Today we're going to talk about Scythes. Disclosure, if you've ever pitched Scythes to me or any other LARP organizer, what I'm about to say is not intended to hurt your feelings. It is intended specifically for comedic purposes, and if your feelings get hurt, that is not my problem. Pick a better weapon to be your favorite weapon. And with that out of the way, let's get started. First of all, scythes are not weapons. They're farming tools. They are used to reap grain. That is their intended purpose. Not to cut down the souls of your enemies or whatever edgy bull you have in your headcanon. They're used to cut wheat, and they're lame. And don't give me that, oh, well, historically, they were used as weapons when farmers had to fight. Garbage. It may have been, but let me preemptively poke holes in your argument here. They may have been used by farmers, but they were altered to be turned onto their side to resemble more of a glaive, because that way they would actually be useful, because they'd be a substitute for a real weapon. Also, side note, why do you want to be a farmer, bro? You're playing a pretend game where you can be wherever you want. Why you pick farmer? Be a farmer in real life. Do better. They're bladed on the inside, and if you don't turn them, the only way that you'd cut someone is by extending past them and pulling them towards you. Almost like you're trying to cut grass or something. Not only can you not generate a lot of force this way, but I don't know why you would want to use a long weapon that requires things to be pulled towards you. I don't know if you know this, but range is king. That's why archers get all of the kills and why guns exist. You don't want people closer to you. You want people farther away from you. Did COVID teach you nothing? And don't give me that, oh, the point is stick 'em garbage. That would be a war pick, and that would be useful. But that is one of three sides of the Lucerne hammer. There's still a hammer part. Infinitely better. To ground this point even further, it wouldn't work in foam fighting. Drawing cuts are illegal at Thal and most other full contact games. If you tried to pad the point and make it like a war pick, first off, congratulations, that's not a scythe. And secondly, you'd never get it to pass because it'd be an axe with a teeny tiny blade on it and it hurt people, and then no one would want to play make-believe with you anymore. But if a scythe is your favorite weapon, I'm sure you're pretty used to that, edgelord. I know why you like them. Death uses a scythe, right? And you're death personified, or whatever character you're trying to portray if you're not going the farmer route. But you hear me say these words, right? And you're cringing, right? Just like I'm cringing as I'm saying it? That's not you, bro. You're not him. You don't even do the Jamaican accent right to be the Grim Reaper. Get out of here. It doesn't even work in most media that you consume. While there are exceptions to this rule, most scythes are just swung like swords. They're swinging down or across, and the enemy miraculously gets cut. You know what else does that, and does it more efficiently? A sword! Use a sword! Stop being weird! I get it, you're a weeb and an edgelord. I know, and I can't throw stones. I'm main longsword and monster hunter, but at least I have the decency to cut myself short of scythes. And I know you saw it on some anime, or played with it in some video game, but when I say this, I want it to resonate in your soul. Stop it. Get some help. Final point, they're ugly, and I hate them. Thank you for coming to my outburst, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.